What we're going to do today is we're going to review the ball stretches. The first thing we want to do, and if you look at your notes, it says we want to bounce for about 30 seconds. Just get that movement going up and down. It's very healthy for the brain, good for the left and right brain, pump that cerebral spinal fluid, kind of wakes us up. These are great to do first thing in the morning, just to kind of get the brain woken. Now we're going to start out with the what's called the side-to-side motions. We're working the hips and the lower sacral areas. You're just going to roll, keep your feet planted, and roll side to side. This gets that lower sacral area and the hips moving, so that as you start to bear weight throughout the day and walk, you've got better mobility, better balance. This also pumps the cerebral spinal fluid to bring more nutrients to the brain and the spinal system. The next thing we want to do is, it says forward roll. You're going to put your toes out in front of you, pull your toes back, so you're stretching the back of the calves and the hamstring, and they're going to do this roll forward. Okay? Come back, keep your toes out, stretched up, back and forth. We're going to do about each of these stretches about 8 different times. The next thing we want to do is an abdominal. So we're just arms in front of us and just working the abdominal muscles. You're stretching backwards and just keeping the abdominal muscles tight while you're doing the actual abdominal stretches. Okay? Next we do a stretch of the back, stretching backwards, back extension. You can roll all the way back. If you can roll all the way back to the ground to stretch out the lower back and the abdominal in front of the chest, we get all restricted. This opens us up, allows better oxygenation. The next thing we're going to do that it talks about, that was back extension, is our quadricep stretch. So what we do on this one is we're going to put one leg on it, and we're just going to raise up. Stretching this leg and raising up so that you're strengthening and stretching. You're going to do this on both sides so that you're stretching and strengthening. Okay, keeping your posture upright. The next one is the psoas stretch, where you're leaning against it and you're stretching forward on the ball. Okay, you're stretching the hip muscle here and the front of the hip on the other side. Okay. The psoas stretch is shown like this, where you're stretching forward. One of the other things that it shows is the side stretch. You're stretching to the side, opening up. Good. And then you want to do this on both sides. This explains a little bit more of what's in the notes. This is the side bend or side stretch. Stretching this way, you can stretch all the way over. Now the next one you want to do is the back extension. So you're laying on the ball, stretching forward, stretching the lower back out, and you're going to extend up. Stretching forward, extending up. You want to breathe with all of these. Inhale as you go, or exhale as you go down. Inhale as you come up. It's important to breathe with each one of these stretches. And then as you finish your ball stretches, these will take about 5 minutes to go through all the process. You always want to finish with the bounce so that your brain is already stimulated and ready for the day. Each of these stretches work back of the legs, front of the legs, hip flexors, back, stretching the abdominals, stretching the chest, stretching the neck, strengthening the back. So they're very simple, they're very easy to follow through. If you do them regularly, it'll help you not only hold your adjustments better, but bring more energy to the brain and the nervous system. Hope you follow through with these, and we'll see you next time.